What's up, guys? In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up HA between two FortiGates. And I'm actually also going to do it remotely. So I'm not going to have access locally to either device, right? When you're setting up HA, you have to make sure that both models that you're using are the same model, right? Like they have to be, the primary I'm looking at right now is a 71G. The secondary also has to be a 71G. If there's any differences in the model, it's not going to work. It'll allow you to set it up, but it will never synchronize. All right, and I'm going to pull up just a quick diagram of how we're going to connect these and how we're going to set them up. So as you can see in the diagram, I have my primary FortiGate. That one's connected to the internet. That's the one that I'm logged into right now. And I had my vendor connect port 1 on the primary to port 1 on the secondary. And then once we are finished configuring, I'm going to have them move this cable to port 2 on each device so that we can establish that HA connection. So we're going to hop back over to the FortiGate. So by default, most FortiGates come with like a hardware switch, or they call it a VLAN switch now, configured on them with most of the ports set up in it. And the default IP scheme is usually 1.99. I think on some of the newer ones or the larger models, it's 100.99. But on this model, it's 1.99. So what I'm going to do is, because they both have this IP, I'm just going to go ahead and change the IP on my primary so that there's not an IP conflict and I can access the secondary device. So once I double click on that hardware switch, I'm just going to go ahead and change this to 98 and click OK. All right. Now that that's set, what I'm going to do is I'm going to SSH into the secondary unit so that I can work on the configuration. Execute SSH admin at 192.168.1.9, because again, that's the default IP on most FortiGate VLAN switches. All right, so now that I'm in there, what I want to do is I want to pull port 2 is going to be the port that I use for my HA connection. What I want to do is I need to pull port 2 out of that virtual switch. So I'm going to go ahead and do config system virtual switch. We do show. We can see the LAN switch has ports 1 through 6 in it. I'm going to do edit LAN. And then I'm going to do config port. And then I'm going to do delete. Oh, no, I don't want to delete. I want to delete port 2 because that's the one that I want to remove from that switch. I'm going to do end. All right, so after we remove port 2 from that virtual switch, now we need to configure the HA settings on the secondary unit. And just to kind of make this, I guess, maybe a little bit easier to discern on which unit we're actually working in, I'm going to change the name to secondary FG, kind of like I have primary FG set. So I'm going to do config global. Is it global? I think it's config sys global. Config system global. And set host name secondary FG. All right. Oh no, I don't want 2 G's. Okay, cool. So that changed. Now let's go ahead and configure our HA settings. So we're going to config system HA. And then we're going to do set. We have to set a group name. So the group name, we're just going to call this HA demo. Let's call this HA. All right, next we're going to have to set password. So we're going to do set password HA demo 123 exclamation. Write that down, or remember that, because we're going to have to put it in our primary when we're setting it up there. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to set the mode. So when you set the mode, you could do active passive or active active. I always just do active passive. As far as I know, the active active, it's not also passing traffic, but it's helping with some of the processing is offloaded to the secondary unit. So you could do either one, but I'm going to do active passive for this one. And then the next thing we need to do is we need to select that interface that we want to use for our HA connection. So that is HB dev. And then we're going to use port 2. And then you also have to set a priority for this. The default value is 0. So I just put 0 for here in the command line. And then the other thing that we want to do is we want to set the session pickup to enable. And I think that should cover us, right? So at this point, we remove that port 2, we set up our HA configuration, and then we set, we need to set, did I set priority? I didn't set priority. So you also have to set the main priority, right? So the main priority, what this is the higher number here, basically, whatever unit has the higher number, along with the longer uptime, will become primary. So we're operating on the secondary unit right now. So we need to put this number low. So we don't want this one to become primary. So I'm just going to set this one at 10. All right. So at this point, we should be good with our setup here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type end. Let's see if I still have connection. You probably will lose connection when you change that mode on HA, because what happens is that if you're accessing it over like an internet connection or like a local network connection, when it changes to HA mode, it changes all the MAC addresses on the interfaces. So it most likely the ARP table needs to refresh for you to be able to get back into it. So while that's doing that, I'm just going to, okay, so finally got back into it. And what I'm going to do here is, because the priority, the higher number becomes primary, but it also has something to do with the uptime. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that this one has less uptime than my primary. So I'm just going to go ahead and reboot this while I'm in here. Okay. So while that guy's rebooting, I'm going to go ahead and configure my primary in the GUI. So just like we did on the command line on the other device, we're going to go ahead and remove port 2 from the virtual switch. Then we're going to go to System and HA. Change this to Active Passive. And then, so this priority is at 128. We set the other one at 10. So this one's obviously higher, and it should have longer uptime. So we should become primary here. So we have our group name set to HA demo. Let's set our password HA demo 1, HA demo 1, 2, 3, exclamation. Let's make sure we got that right. And then we're going to make sure that session pickup is enabled, and we're going to set port 2 as our heartbeat interface. And we're going to go ahead and click OK, and we will lose access to this. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have my vendor move that connection and connect port 2 to port 2 on the primary to the secondary. So I'm going to click OK. Okay. And at this point, like I said, the interface is changed to a virtual or changes to a different MAC address. So we're going to lose connection here, and then I'm going to get them to make that changes, and then I'll bring the video back. All right. So basically, we're getting rid of this connection. It's no longer going to be there. So let's go back and let's check. Usually it'll take a while for it to synchronize, and kind of basically the secondary unit has to synchronize with the original. First, it has to like reboot, then synchronize the configuration. So if we go back to the primary, we can see we now have port 2 lit. We don't have this port 1 lit anymore. So if we go to System, you can see up at the top here, primary. If we go to System and then HA, we can see that it's synchronized. So in this case, I was able to get both of them online and synchronized, and basically set up HA without having to physically access the devices. Yes, I did have a vendor move a cable and connect the cable initially, but yeah, so now we're up and running, all synchronized and ready to go. So I hope this was helpful for you, and I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.